the moment that you step in and identify yourself that you're a dreamer, that you're not a person that's just going to, let life happen to you, that you're not just going to simply play the cards that you're dealt, that you're going to walk into the casino of life and demand from life that you become the dealer of your own life, that you're going to be the dreamer, that you're going to be the person that designs and creates your life. He says that when you do that, you become a savior of the world. Now, savior is a really charged word, isn't it? Think about that. And of course, if there is a savior, then there must be a need for those people who have to be saved. There's no need for a savior unless there's people who need to be saved. And he's saying, you are either the person on the boat as the savior, or you're the person in the water who needs to be saved. And he's saying in your life, in humanity, it is the dreamers that save the world, that inspire other people to be their very best. It's the dreamers. And if you think about it, Salk was a dreamer, and he created the vaccine for polio. The Wright brothers were dreamers. They introduced us to the kingdom of flight. Edison was a dreamer. He illuminated the world. Jarvik was a dreamer. He created the artificial heart. The dreamers are the saviors of the world. Think of all the advancements that we've made in every field. And behind every single one of those meaningful, life-giving, life-changing inventions and creations was a dreamer. Someone who went above the crowd. If you think about just Salk alone, in the 1940s, 1950s, the United States government, had a plan for polio. And their plan was to find as much kind of land mass as they could to build manufacturing plants to build wheelchairs. In other words, their great plan for dealing with polio was to surrender to the disease, accept that it was an impossibility to cure, and that the way we were going to deal with it was that we were going to create wheelchairs. And we were going to be able to create wheelchairs for children, and then for young adults, and then adulthood. So isn't that nice to know that the government was planning to make sure that you had a wheelchair from cradle to grave? And see, Salk didn't buy into that level of thinking. Salk stepped into the role of the savior by being a dreamer, seeing beyond the conditions and circumstances as they were.